All right, let's go into our weekly recap and portfolio overview here. We will be updating our game plan to see what we did not get to this past week, as well as beginning to take a look at the process and where portfolio is. We're going to ignore our June EEM. As you can see here, we're just going to ignore this June EEM. I've got to update that, but we are going to take a look at July. Nothing to do here in July. We have our really nice break evens, still really wide, looking to get this trade off potentially this week for profit. EWZ, let's go ahead and get our EWZ. I'm a little worried here that we're going to get challenged to the call side. Of course, we will defend this trade should we get to the call side. We'll see here. Risk in a little bit of money here, not a ton to make a $1.25 or so on this particular trade. So really looking at that, got a nice trade on there. Let's keep going down. FXI, we just opened this on Friday. FXI, nothing to really talk about here. Let's make sure that our alerts are set up for FXI. I want to make sure that we have, so we've got our alert set up for FXI. Otherwise, we're just going to go ahead and just let the market kind of do its thing there with FXI. Nothing to note there. GDX. Okay, let's go into GDX. July. Now remember, we have sent this particular position. We've laddered once, and we've sent this particular position out to December. Okay, so we've sent this position out to December as well. Looking at August looks really good. Really nothing to worry about here in August. Really like this particular position. Let's go out to the one in December. We're going to try to get a specific amount here. Nothing really to look at here in December either. But we'll see what happens here on the December side. I've got more risk to the call side, quite a lot more risk. So, we're going to be paying attention to this particular position. Gold. I'll tell you, I'm ready to get this June position off. June position, hopefully we're going to start seeing, how close are we to June? 25 days, so we should really start seeing decay happen quickly here in June. We've laddered once here, but I don't really want to lose anything on this particular position. So, if we get a move down, even a couple of dollars, I don't think that's going to happen, but if we do, we'll see this get taken off quick. Looking fine there in August, really wide. Also looking fine in September, really wide. IYR, kind of one of the darlings here. So IYR looking fine. Again, speeding toward expiration, 25 days there. We've laddered this one a couple of times. Looking to get this bad boy off. Let's go to our monitor tab. IYR. June. See what our fields are in June here. 54 credit. This was the original position. We rolled it down. I want to see working. June 60 is what we're trying to get it off for. So, we'll see what happens there in that particular position. Let's get to July. July is looking really solid. 63, 87 are our short strikes, looking fine there. And of course, our disaster of a initial trade in IYR. We'll just look to get this thing off down, but nowhere near our break evens yet. We'll see what happens there. S&P 500. Okay, so this Iron Condor is getting close, and I actually think that if we go to our minis here up, so what does that look like? S&P or an SPY of 298.90, so 299 basically. We're getting close here. Getting close to needing to do something. Let's get back to SPY. So it's a jump. 299. We're getting close to that 305. We're nowhere near getting close to this, right? See, 320. Just don't see us getting there. Let's look at adding SPY position for September. Okay, so we're going to look at during this week adding a SPY position for September. I need to take this down and then look at an XRT Iron Condor roll. See if we can roll it out and get a little bit more credit, but we'll come back to that. TLT. Okay. TLT is looking good. I wonder if I have that. Okay, so we need to begin looking at TLT for TLT position until we get to our intended monthly income. But this position's working really nicely here in TLT. So that's looking good. UVXY and VIX. Let's go to VIX. A little bit more interesting. So we've got our really wide back ratio on here in VXX, selling this for break even all the way to 61. You know, it's looking fine, down a little bit right now, but I mean, there's $1,000 change, and then can make up to 555 on this particular position. You know, I like this back ratio. I need to add one here because I'm down pretty big. So this is, at some point I need to add a June 2022 back ratio VXX position. You know, if we go to our charts and VXX had a lot of decay, I mean, this probably would have been a nice place to add. I mean, any of these would have been a nice place to add. I just haven't pulled the trigger yet, but I need to begin the process of adding that other back ratio. XBI for September. Excuse me. Here in September, I mean, this is a solid position. Looks really good. Still really nice break even. When did we? I wonder if I could view this trade. Put it on the 20th. So we've already had it on about a week. So XHB. So we've talked at length about XHB in our recap. Okay. Laddered into XHB. So I don't need to ladder or do anything for right now for this September position. I feel really good about September now, but you know, I'm gonna have to eventually do something here for June. I need to figure out what I'm doing in June. June XHB position. So you know, I want to begin the process probably of rolling what I can successfully to get a little bit more credit for June. So I think right here, I want to let this part of the position, this 38 call, 38 put straddle, I want it to continue to play out, right? You know, I want this straddle. So let's go back to our monitor tab and let's put in XHB. This working 38 straddle, 3 debit. So I have until 41. So 41 would be when I don't make any money on this particular trade. So right now I'm fine, and I just need to continue to let decay, and again, we are 25 days, so we're going to start seeing pretty significant decay happen. Where I'm struggling pretty significantly is this 37 call, 39 call part that I have. So really looking at this particular part of the position. So this position. So it's showing that I've got $200 more worth of premium to lose, and I don't really want to do that, and my percentage is not great, 72. So I almost need a 10% reduction here. 6 or 7% reduction, and I don't want to bank on that. Now I would love to come back down to 38. I think there's a lot that can be done for 38, but right now I really think that I need to adjust. And so it might mean rolling this a little bit closer to the money, right? Because I've basically got all that I'm going to get out of this position, right? So making $3 more. So I think it's time to roll here this part of the position. So I think I'm going to roll this XHB position out, and then I am going to do something with this call position. But I think it's right to go ahead and at least roll this 22.24. And so I mean, let's just go to the option chain. If I go to December, $10, $10.90 move. So let's just go to 28. Like, so I can go to 28.26 and get significantly more credit. That's outside of that expected move, and I can go ahead and get some credit there. And it may be one of those things where I just need to roll this put position, you know, until I get something. And it might even be, I actually really like the idea of going out to perhaps this December position, going to the 20. But even then, it's I mean, this 28, seeing if I couldn't sell just the put, maybe go really wide. So I'm going to look at that. So I'm going to go ahead and make that note. So I want to look at December. I wonder if I could get it even for September. $8 move. I've got a lot here. $8 move. That's at 32. You know, you have significantly less premium here. But it makes me wonder perhaps if I could roll the dice here a little bit and try to salvage this particular part of the position and really come to terms and do something cool with XHB. Look at December or September put spread, and really what I'd like to do, let's go back to the entire iron condor. So 444, so I'd want you know, a little bit of money there to really make up for this part of the position. I don't know. I'll take a look and alert something tomorrow. This is really what I'm looking at right here, is how to adjust and how to defend this part of the position. So, okay, moving on to XLE. XLE for, this is our August position, is looking fine, just waiting for more decay to occur. We're getting, I mean, somewhat close here. August, 88 days away, so it is coming. It's coming quickly. We move to July and August both look fine, and then we have this June position that need to figure out what to do. We've laddered quite a lot into our June and July type of positions, you know, and I just need to figure out what we're gonna do. So 526, kind of the must-dos. Look at June XLE position. We're getting to the point now where we really need to, you know, make some moves. XLV looks great. Now this only looks this way because it messed up. XLY also looks fine. XME, let's see what's going on with XME. XME, this part of the position, this September position looks really good. Am I having issues in XME? I am a little bit, but I've also laddered quite a lot in there, and this break even is actually far beyond what it shows. XRT actually looks fine. Laddered a couple of times, added some positions here in XRT. XRT looks fine right now. Now if we get to 40, I'll need to do something with XRT, but on the whole, I'm not super worried, so I'm actually going to go ahead, move this down, but I don't think that I'm going to do anything yet. Now, if we take off this original Iron Condor, takes it a little bit closer. The 36. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so this is also one of the reasons why it's okay, is because we see here the 4 strikes, and normally you never see an Iron Condor that looks like this. $374 of profit, 26. And the reason that it looks like this is because we originally laddered into, again, this 36 or 38 call, because we view this trade. And so originally we had more on this, because right here, so this originally was part of our 421 Iron Condor. We laddered here on this 38 call, and then we moved this down, right? And so that's why it looks like that. But really, we are in a really good spot here in XRT, and so there's really not anything I'm super looking to do right now, except see if we get challenged here at $40. Okay, so we really looked at quite a lot. Going into the week, I'm going to be looking to do a couple of things. Let me bring up our August position. So we're going to pause this right here. All right, so if we go to our open trades here in August, right, I don't have as much exposure as I wanted to have in August, because those option chains didn't happen as quickly as I would have liked. And so as you can see, we actually have more in September. 7 in September already, and 1, 2, 3, 4, only 5 in August. And so I really need for some of these, I really need to finish building out our monthly portfolio for here. We've still got a little bit of time. Let's just go see. That's part of the issue. Let's find something that is already open in August. So we've still got 88 days. I'm getting a little close as to where I like to sell, but you know, it is what it is, and I you know, I'll put the trades on. You know, if we get down to 60, then I'm a little more nervous for all of just the length of time, but really here I feel fine. I just want to go ahead and continue to get some of these trades on the docket. So that is our current portfolio, and our strategy going into this week is to add neutral positions in August, initial positions as those option chains become available. And so I'm really just excited to continue building these out, laddering into the positions. I'm also excited to get June off of the books. That way kind of this reboot can really take effect. Now, if you have any questions about anything that's going on, please feel free to reach out to me at Ryan, RYAN, @sellthatoption.com. Otherwise, let's have a great week. And again, happy Memorial Day.